Now, here's my next sort of amazing sort of rant or rave, and I'm not the amazing part of it. The amazing part of it is the topic. I have to be careful here. I have to speak in code, and I'll tell you why. If you say certain phrases, either typing them or speaking them, and there are services that propagate information, propagate this live stream, propagate my podcast, and if there are keywords and phrases that these propagators, social media companies, big media companies don't like, then they can not promote you, they can perhaps even censor you, cut out the audio, black out the title. All of these things have happened. So when I speak to you in what is going to sound like sort of insane baby talk, please understand that's why I'm doing it. Because I can't say the name, I can't say what's really going on, because then I'm going to get punished for it. I don't mind a punishment if I deserve it, but if I can avoid it, I will avoid it. So, we are now going to talk about goo, okay, code phrase, goo, bidness, goo, bidness. I'm already going insane. This doesn't make any sense. There is a certain search company that has profiles for businesses. We'll call it Goo. Googoo. Whoa. Okay, I'm throwing off the automatic captioning on purpose. And what they do is you set up your business, and then it's mapped for you, and people can find you. So we have a little business, a publishing, writing business, very small. It's just a few people. And we're not open for like walk-in, servicing or companies. That's not what we do. But we're there to be findable, because you need to be findable on the internet. And if you don't claim your business, someone else will claim it for you. So you always want to claim your own business, right? And as part of that process, people can go and review your business. Now, here's where it gets really weird. Because if you're not a traditional business, like a store, mom and pop operation, selling goods, if you sell services privately to very few people because you're sort of a little boutique company, the system is open by the goo, where anybody in the world can go on there and review your business. It can be a nice review, it can be a bad, but if you're not dealing with people on a business level and they're still reviewing you, what is going on? This doesn't make any sense. And it becomes sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy of madness, which the business that runs this whole thing, I realize now, loves. The other day, someone reviewed our business, gave us a 5-star review, and it happened to be a moving company that we've never used, we don't know. This moving company's figured out something that I guess other people haven't, or they have, but we just haven't been hit by it yet. So this moving company gives us a 5-star review, says, great job, something like that. Okay, I get notification, hey, you have a review, go respond to it. How can I respond to something? I don't know this company. They have nothing to do with me. They gave me a 5-star review. So do I want to argue with them or do I want to keep quiet? Because here's the thing. If you say, hey, I don't know what you're doing. You're spamming my business with this foolishness because you want your name out there as a moving company, they can go back and change their review. From a 5-star review, they can give you down to a 1-star review. And then what do? Do you go back and reply again and say, hey, I asked you to remove your review. And instead of removing your review, you changed your review from 5 stars to 1 star. That's the threat. And I've been researching this all morning. People hate this. And it's a big problem. And if you want to go in there and turn off reviews, because when you're a writing and publishing company and you work with, very few people, who wants to review you? But I want to be found on the internet so people can find me if they need my services. And if I've actually worked with you, and we've exchanged money and it's a business, go review it. I'm very happy to do that. But that's not a requirement. Anybody in the world can go on any of these websites and leave you a terrible review. And they do that, called brigading. Like if they see a restaurant and gets a bad review or gets a bad mention on television, the thousands of people will go give the 1-star review and ruin their business. And the business who runs that business doesn't care. They love the controversy. You cannot turn off reviews. And here's the other thing, because people would turn them off. Why can't people say, I don't want my business reviewed? Well, and so if you decide to close your business or remove yourself from this company's mapping of you on the internet, well, that doesn't do anything to the reviews that are already there. And all it does is let you lose control of your business. Even when you say this business is closed, people can still go on there and review you. And because you close the business, you can't go on there and respond. So it's this vicious, nasty, corporate cycle of reviews, replies, and they want you to get a bad review. That's what I've realized, and they want you to go and respond to that bad review. Nobody really responds to a good review because nobody wants to read a good review. Good reviews are just there, but somebody attacks a company and the company fights back. Oh, now that's entertainment. That's conflict. That's drama. I didn't know any of this. I never really thought about it until this morning. Because yesterday when I got my review, I immediately wrote to not the company that left the review, the moving company, but to the mapping company. And I said, how can this person review my business when I've never done business with them? And this morning, 6 a.m., we reviewed your request and no violations have happened. It's not a violation of our policy. All you have to do is just reply to the person who reviewed you. Now, I found that outrageous. And here's the kicker, is this moving company who gave us a 5-star review then added a photograph claiming to be of our business, which I guess people can do, right? You go do a search on the internet and a mapping company says, hey, here's some photos from users. Usually it's, restaurants, visual things. No. This time, this moving company uploaded a picture to our business of all of their moving boxes that happens to be in our building where we do business, but not our floor and not us because we've never used them. So I marked that as well. I said, look, this is spam. We don't know anything about this company. And they are spamming us, spamming our business page with their ridiculousness, using our good name to promote their moving services, as if we've used them. We've never used them. We don't know them. We don't want this photo on our page. And the mapping company replies and says, well, there's been no violation. No violation has occurred. Anybody can upload any picture they want to your business, and it's just fine. We're not going to do anything about it. And you can't take it down. You can't remove the photograph. You can't remove the review. All you can do is put up with it and take it and respond as you wish. Now, what kind of business is that? What a nasty bunch of people. And they're big, and I would just prefer they just removed us, removed everything to have anything to do with our business, because who wants to deal with this? And now I understand. I have been to doctors' offices, and before they will see you, they say, write us a review for this company. Give us 5 stars. Why? I bet you haven't even. You just put your name and tell us how wonderful we are. And then you go back later and you see they have 1 star, and people who would complain or think that they charge too much or didn't do a good job go in there and destroy their reputation. And so the only other thing they can do, because the mapping company won't help them, the only thing they can do is turn around and go to their patients and say, look, go write us a good review and give us 5 stars. It's a vicious, vicious cycle. I have people who say, look, I work for a company, and if our company is having a contest, and the person who gets mentioned the most in a review from this mapping company, the person who gets the most stars will get a bonus. So that's gaming the system. But this mapping company loves that, right? Oh boy, the more reviews, the better. And if somebody has low stars, bring it on. So now you have friends who say, hey, did you write me that review? I know you don't like to write reviews, but did you write one? Because I can get a bonus from my boss if you write a good review, give me 5 stars, and mention my name. And I've always thought that was really terrible and pathetic that a business would force an employee to do that, and that you have to play that game because this big mapping company will punish you if you don't get good reviews. And anybody can go on and review anybody at any time and say whatever they want. Now, what kind of service is that? Where's the authenticity in that? Who and what do you believe? Do you believe, oh, look at all these stars? I'm reminded of a major website that also publishes books. I don't want to say the name because I don't want the trouble. There was a time, it's kind of been fixed now, but not really, and the errors that were made early have not been rectified, where people can go on and review a product, give it 5 stars, or give it 1 star, and you didn't even have to have proof that you bought the product. They just went out there and let it all stand because they want the controversy. And so these companies would be very smart and hire people from all around the world to go on there and give them 5 stars. And then you go on there and you're looking to buy something, say, oh my goodness, look at this. This product over this product has 15,000 5-star reviews. And this other company has 10,000 4-star reviews. Well, the 5-star review must be better, right? Because nobody can game this system. And it was especially troublesome for books because people can be nasty and people love to go in there and, ruin people's careers with low ratings and complaints and you could not reply to the person who was giving you a bad book review. And they didn't even have to buy the book. They had no proof. Now I think you have to actually buy the book before you can go in there and badmouth somebody. So if you want to give someone a 1-star review and badmouth them, where they can't say anything back, you got to buy the book first, which seems fair to me. Now, why doesn't the mapping company have something similar like that? To prove, hey, I've done business with this business. Here's a receipt. Here's who I am. Here's $10 so I can go in there and give them a bad review. Something like that. But right now it's just a free-for-all. And they like it that way. There's never going to be any kind of influence or intimidation. Now, I think that if someone gets brigaded with purposeful negative reviews, they turn off the reviews for a limited time, and then they go back and turn them all on again so people can go and rip apart a company. So it's just terrible, and it's terrible for these businesses, doctors, publishers, delis, restaurants, because the way it stands now, the mapping company says, go, tear them up. We love it. And you've read in the news where people go, and then, oh, look how this store owner fought back and put the person in their place. What choice do you have? It's the only choice you have. And you don't want to be negative. You don't want to say, look, you never ate here, or you didn't pay your bill, so we had to throw you out. That's why you gave us a bad review. We don't like you. You can't do that. And when you do it, then it makes the news. Oh, look, the restaurant fought back. Oh, look. It doesn't make any sense. And it's super disappointing. And that's the way business runs in America. And it's really, really distasteful and disappointing. So we've ranted about guns and killing each other and reviews that try to kill a company and hurt people and